Hi there, Christian Rivera here, and in this video what I want to do is I want to show you how to link your capture page to your email autoresponder. And the reason why I'm sharing this is that, or the reason why I'm shooting this video to share it with you is that when I first started my business online, one of the first tools that I was told that I needed to get was a capture page creator and an email autoresponder. Right, of course, when I started, I had no idea what those things were, but I kind of got the idea. You got to capture something, and if you need an email responder, then most likely you need you're capturing emails, right? So I went ahead and I got a capture page creator and I got an autoresponder, right? So I started creating my capture pages. I was really excited. Oh, this is really cool. I can create my capture pages however I want. And the email autoresponder, I can just create a series of emails to respond back to or follow up with the leads that I had captured, right? But the biggest issue that I had was I really didn't know how to link both of them together, right? So I had asked my brother, who was teaching me how to create capture pages and use the autoresponder and all that. But for some reason, the way he was explaining it to me, it just didn't click in my head, right? So I was frustrated for, I want to say, almost a month or maybe even more. It was like I was terrified of capture pages. So I was just doing other things in my business that didn't require the use of the capture page or the autoresponder, right? So it was just one of the biggest frustrating parts of when I first got started in online marketing, right? That I started my business online. So what I did was I finally got tired of being frustrated, right? And I started searching on YouTube. Well, the first emails that would pop up, I mean, not emails, but the first videos that would pop up on YouTube, I mean, I kind of understood what they were saying, but I was still confused, right? I still didn't get where I would find the code that I needed to actually take from the autoresponder to actually incorporate into the capture page. And you're going to see this in a few seconds here when I move over to my capture page creators. So, it's like I had to go through like 10 videos and I finally found one that was detailed enough to where I could understand the steps that I needed to follow to actually incorporate the code from the autoresponder into my capture page, linking them both together, right? So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go over to, I'm going to show you two of the capture page creators that I'm using. One of them is Landing Page Monkey, because I find this one to be really easy to use to create your capture pages. Plus, they have a tutorial here in the resources and stuff like that where they actually have videos that walk you step by step, pretty much dummied down to a third grade level on how to actually create your capture page and how to add all the elements that you need to add in it, right? So that's one of the capture page creators that I use. Landing Page Monkey, and then the other one is actually Optimized Press. Now, Optimized Press is a little bit more advanced, and it's actually a plugin that you add to your WordPress website, right? So, but I like it. I mean, it's got a lot of cool templates, pre-made templates, and all that stuff that you can utilize and modify. So, this is it's a little bit more advanced, but this is just an example here, as you can see on the screen, of what a capture page could look like. Right, and you can have moving arrows and all that stuff. You see the email box here, and you can add images of if you have like a free PDF that you're giving away and stuff like that, right? So going back to the Landing Page Monkey, okay, so we're here, and also the autoresponder that I use is GetResponse. GetResponse, it's a really affordable price depending on the size of the list that you have, and I find it to be very simple to use also. There's others out there like Aweber, Entreport. I used GVO also in the past, and there's several more, right? But the one that I really got comfortable with was GetResponse. So you can see here, even GetResponse has a landing page creation feature. You can actually create landing pages within GetResponse. I just haven't used it because, as I showed you, I already have Optimized Press and Landing Page Monkey. So when I first started with my business online, GetResponse did not have this feature. So that's why I haven't really taken the time to see it or check it out. But I just, like I said, I use Optimized Press or Landing Page Monkey. Landing Page Monkey being the easiest one to use. Let me get a sip of water here. So now, let's actually get into what this video is about, which is linking your autoresponder to your capture page, right? So basically, in order to get the code that you're gonna use to link your capture page to your autoresponder is, for example, here in Get Response, you can see up here it's got in one of the top options up here, web forms. So after you created the campaign that that you're gonna be using for that autoresponder email sequence, you're going to create a web form, and I'm not going to go into the steps for creating a campaign. That's something else for for another video. But then once you've created your campaign, you go into web forms, then you'll go into create new, right? So what's going to happen here is it's going to give you the option to create your landing page. I skipped that because I don't use the landing pages from Get Response. But then here, what you're going to do is you're going to actually give that web form a name. So we can use this one as we'll leave that one as an example, but you can name it whatever it is that you want. You know, you could also name it similar to what your campaign is. Like in this one, you can see test campaign, right? So we'll call it test campaign, right? So these confirmed opt-in and these buttons right here, I usually don't touch them. Default thank you page, you can use that if you want to. That's just basically telling them, hey, you've opted into the page, to the email list, thank you very much, something like that. That's something for something else, right? So then we move on to the next step, and this is actually where you're going to get the code that you're going to add into your capture page to link your autoresponder with your capture page. So basically what you do here, at least for Get Response, you select I will install my web form, then you go down here and select the tab where it reads show HTML code. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go into the square right here. You're going to highlight by pressing either Control A. You're going to highlight all the data that's in there. And then you're going to press Control C to copy it. Then you're going to move over to your capture page creator, which in this case I'm using Landing Page Monkey. And you're going to go to, you see how it has step 3, autoresponder integration, and that's why I was saying that with Landing Page Monkey it's so simple, because they walk you step by step how to integrate everything within your capture page. So in my other capture page creator in Optimize Press, it's not that easy, right? It's not that simple to follow where you have to integrate the code, but I'll show you in a second, right? So then here in the autoresponder integration, what you're going to do is you can put whatever name you want in here, email placeholder if you want to add one, but what you're actually going to focus on is you're going to select your autoresponder. Now here it gives you the option to integrate it into Aweber, MailChimp, or Get Response, right? But what I don't do is, because I don't have it linked, what I actually do is I keep it on custom, because it's simpler than trying to actually add the API and all that other stuff, that confusing technical jargon that you don't need to know. You just keep it on custom, and then in this box right here, you're going to actually press Control V for Windows. I forgot all these buttons that start with Control. It's actually for Windows, but for Mac, you're going to use, I think it's the Command button. But all you're doing is you're pasting that code within this block right here. Now once you've done that, all you got to do is just press save, right? It's that simple with Landing Page Monkey. Once you do that, your capture page is going to be linked to your email autoresponder. Now let me show you with Optimize Press where actually you enter the code. And you know, this is why I was frustrated, digressing a little bit to the beginning of my story. This is why I was initially frustrated with creating capture pages, because when I first started my business, I went straight into using Optimize Press. It was a capture page creator that my brother recommended to me, and you know, he was like, oh, you just got to use this one, you can create all these awesome capture pages and blah blah blah. So I got it, but then I was just confused on where to enter the code, so that's why I got frustrated with it. But once I figured it out, basically you see where you got your opt-in box right here, that where you enter your email address, or the lead enters the email address and their first name. Basically you're going to click on that little pencil right there. Once this window pops up, come on now, there we go. So as you can see here, you got the form HTML, right? So as you scroll down a little bit, you see the integration type. Instead of email data, you're going to select custom form. As you can see here, I can integrate my get response also, but like I mentioned for landing page monkey, I don't integrate it. I just prefer to get the code. It's just simpler. But then you go to custom form, right? And once you have that selected, you're just going to paste the code, same code, you're going to paste it in this gray box right here. Then you want to make sure that you can actually keep the name if you want the lead to enter their name, but it's not required, or you can make it a requirement, right? With at least this is with Optimized Press. But the email will always be a requirement. So then once you've entered your code in this box right here, all you got to do is scroll to the bottom, hit insert, and at that point, just trying to load the opt-in box. Let me just update the page so you can see it. Come on now, pop up. There you go. So there's the opt-in box right there. And basically at this point, your capture page is linked to your autoresponder, right? Now for some of you, this may seem like a simple step, but I remember when I first started, this was one of the biggest struggles that I had when I was starting to create my funnels to capture my leads and actually get them the information that I wanted to share with them, right? And I've come across a lot of people in my team that have had this issue. So that's why I wanted to shoot this video in part for my team and for my new team members that come in, but also for you that's out there searching for this information on YouTube. You know, if you're looking for how to link your capture page to your email autoresponder, you know, this is it right here. It's simple once you know the steps that you got to follow and where you have to look for the information, or at least the window where you're going to add the custom form. So, you know, I hope that this video is of value to you and that it helps you when you're creating your capture pages, you know, especially if you're being frustrated and don't understand how to link them. I hope this video helps you. Like I said, I only showed you landing page monkey here and Optimized Press. This is the Optimized Press that you're looking at on the screen right now. The Optimized Press capture page creator plugin and the landing page monkey one. But that's basically it. All you got to do, just copy that code from your autoresponder, that web form code. You just take it over and you put it into the custom AR form box within whatever capture page creator software you're using. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, I hope this email helps you clear any doubts, or, you know, helps you understand how easy it is to link your capture page to your autoresponder. And I'll see you in the next video.